The devastation we see in this footage is not from some third world country, across the distant ocean, on another continent, or in some faraway land, but rather taking place right here, now, in our very own backyard. This is New Orleans, one of the most celebrated cities and one of the most prosperous countries in the world, some 2.5 years after Hurricane Katrina devastated the town and those who lived there. The conditions seen here are just as they are today. Many who call New Orleans home are living in huts, tents, abandoned buildings, under overpasses, and among FEMA trailers designed for just a few months of occupancy, now over 2 years old. Most of the pre-Katrina population has left at one point or another. As few as half returned. New Orleans was in a bad way.
I had always expected that because I wasn't hearing much from the media about New Orleans, I kind of figured that things were being solved down there. And when I got down there, I was very surprised at the level of destruction that still remained.
But it was very, very humbling and sad to me to see people that were displaced from Hurricane Katrina in the exact same status that they were basically 2.5 years ago when the hurricane hit.
However, somewhere within this devastation, hope emerges. The Latino population has become a vital and mostly ignored part of the New Orleans community. They are filling in the gaps left from the mass exodus out of New Orleans after Katrina, and a new New Orleans culture is beginning.
Most of New Orleans is being rebuilt by Latino workers who have come mainly from around the United States to come in and assist in the construction.
I think it's important to access this particular population. Number one, it's becoming a large component of the community, and so by nature the community has to embrace its occupants.
Because New Orleans hadn't traditionally been a very Latino town, there's a lot of issues with this kind of cultural change. Some say that New Orleans is going to be 30% Spanish speaking in the coming years.
A lot of people think that it's just people coming from Mexico that are coming there, and it's a potpourri of individuals that are coming from Spanish speaking countries that are speaking different dialects, which actually cannot communicate with each other because the dialects are so incredibly different.
A language barrier can be immense and exhausting. But how much time would you have to go to school as an adult after putting in a 16-hour workday? Michigan State University will collaborate to develop portable learning devices, MP3 players, pre-programmed with original content and delivered to the Hispanic population of New Orleans.
The portable learning devices, which we call PLD, will be these devices that allow people to do multitask learning.
Yeah, basically what we're looking to do is bring Michigan State University students down to New Orleans to interview and get to know Latino workers and find out what are their needs in terms of literacy and community building skills.
They can put it on, it looks like an MP3 or iPod type player, and it will have two components to it. One will be prepackaged content, which will talk about, which will provide English as a second language, Spanish as a second language.
If you're on a roof 12 hours a day, you're not going to get down off that roof and go to class for another 3 hours. So what we're excited about these devices is these can deliver the information that folks need to build community in a way that works for them.
New Orleans provides MSU and its partners an opportunity to pilot this PLD podcast system. If it works, the implications are immense.
This is the type of thing that could really change the ways that disasters are dealt with around the world.